Meet Tom, a mild-mannered customer service representative who had spent years dealing with irate customers and troubleshooting internet issues. One day, while taking a much-needed coffee break, he overheard a couple of truckers sharing tales of the open road, wild adventures, and the freedom that came with life behind the wheel. Intrigued, Tom thought, why not? How hard can it be? Little did he know that transitioning from customer service to truck driving would be much more than just a change of scenery. Tom's first step was to join a trucking school, where he quickly learned that being a truck driver is a lot like going camping, even if he had never camped a day in his life. You see, his instructor explained, just like camping, trucking requires preparation and a good sense of humor. Tom nodded, realizing that he had no idea what camping entailed, but he was ready for the challenge. First things first, the instructor said, you need the right gear. Tom thought about it. Okay, I can do this. He went to the local outdoor store where he confidently picked up a sleeping bag, a portable stove, and a cooler. As he loaded his cart, he realized he was about to embark on a new adventure. This is just like a camping trip, he chuckled, oblivious to the fact that he was missing some crucial items, like a map and a flashlight. As he began his training, Tom learned the importance of a pre-trip inspection. Think of it like setting up camp, the instructor said. You want to make sure your tent is sturdy and your firewood is dry. In trucking terms, this meant checking the tires, brakes, and fluid levels. Tom thought, well, I can do that. I check my car before road trips. How hard can it be? Spoiler alert. It was a little harder than he anticipated. On his first solo OTR, over-the-road journey, Tom felt like he was on a grand adventure, until he hit the road. The freedom felt great, but he quickly realized that living in a truck wasn't quite the same as a cozy tent. The cabin was cramped, and he found himself dodging fast food wrappers like they were raccoons in the night. If this is camping, I need a bigger tent, he joked. His first night on the road was particularly memorable. Tom parked at a truck stop, ready to sleep in his rig. He unrolled his sleeping bag and settled in, but the sounds of the night were not what he expected. Instead of crickets, he was serenaded by the hum of idling engines and the occasional trucker yelling about missing his favorite show. Well, this is definitely not the peaceful wilderness, he mused, laughing at the absurdity of it all. As the journey continued, he encountered his first breakdown. One afternoon, while driving through a remote area, his truck made a strange noise and came to a halt. Panic ensued. This is just like camping when you forget the matches, he thought. He pulled out his phone, only to realize he had no signal. Fantastic, he muttered. Just me and my trusty cooler of questionable sandwiches. But Tom remembered what he learned in trucking school. Preparation is key. He grabbed his emergency kit and set to work. He found his flashlight. Thankfully, he had packed one, and set up flares, just like a camper would signal for help. He even managed to make a snack while waiting for roadside assistance, turning a stressful moment into a mini picnic. When the mechanic arrived, Tom was relieved. "What's the damage?" he asked, trying to keep his spirits high. The mechanic chuckled. "Just a loose belt, buddy. You're lucky you didn't end up in the woods." Tom laughed, realizing that he had turned his breakdown into a story worth telling. As his journey progressed, Tom learned to embrace the unpredictability of the road. He made friends with fellow drivers and swapped camping tips, despite the fact that he had never actually camped. "It's all about adaptability," he said, "like when the GPS tries to send you down a dirt road that's really just a cow path." For new truckers, Tom had some advice. Preparation is crucial. Here's what he learned. 1. Pack like you're camping. Bring the essentials, snacks, a cooler, and a comfy sleeping setup. Don't forget a first aid kit and tools for minor repairs. 2. Know your truck. Familiarize yourself with your rig. Inspect it before you hit the road, just like you'd check your tent and gear before camping. 3. Be ready for breakdowns. Keep an emergency kit handy, complete with flares, water, and a flashlight. And always have a backup plan, just like knowing where the nearest campground is. 4. Stay connected. Make friends with fellow truckers. They're like your camping buddies who can help when you're lost or in need of advice. 5. Embrace the journey. Remember that life on the road is an adventure, filled with surprises. Keep a sense of humor and turn challenges into stories worth sharing. By the time Tom returned home, he was no longer just a customer service representative. He was a truck driver with tales of adventure, breakdowns, and the quirks of life on the road. He had turned his first trucking experience into a humorous camping-style adventure that would pave the way for many more journeys ahead. And as he always said, it's all about how you camp on the road.